What's up, Pacer fans? Welcome to another edition of Pace on the Floor, where we, of course, talk about your Indiana Pacers as well as the rest of the NBA. Well, I'm solo today, so hopefully I don't go off the rails because that was a piss poor game. How in the hell do you go? You had 3 games at home against 3 teams. I think they were all under 500. And you lose 2 out of 3? Like, what the hell is going on? This is unbelievable. I mean, I don't even know who to blame, because it was just piss poor all around. But the first time, I think, all season, we hold a team to under 120 points. Defensively, we finally did something. But we can never be good on both ends. We finally have our best defensive game and our worst offensive game. 110 points ain't going to cut it. I knew we were going to lose the game, though, because it seems like they were slow. They were lethargic. The other team played last night, though. They were on the back-to-back. Played Milwaukee and was up by like 26 points and lost at the end of the game. It was a hard-fought game. They should be exhausted. And what do they do? What did they do? They out-hustle the Indiana Pacers on the road. I want to blame Carlisle a little bit because he got to get some defensive coaches in there or something. But then again, they in their 20s, 30s. It's too late. If they don't know defense by now, they not going to learn it. The best they could be is okay. You know what I mean? They won't be great, and most of the times they're going to be poor. So now you gotta start kind of blaming the front office. Like, you fielded a team of scorers. That wasn't our problem. Our problem was defense. So, piss poor job by the front office. I mean, it's crazy that, you know, in the NBA, what do they always say? Defense wins championships. I don't know why. And Pacers used to be a defensive team. When Frank Vogel was there, we were a defensive team. When Nate McMillan was there, we were a defensive team. And guess what? We went to the playoffs. Since we done switched to with Nate Bjorkgren and this new version of Rick Carlisle, I don't know what the hell that is. Defense has gone out the window. And we've been losing ever since. And we're going to continue to lose. We're going to continue to be losers. We're going to continue to be trash until they focus on defense again. That means get defenders in. Don't try to outscore a team. Try to stop a team. That's how you win in the NBA. Because guess what? You ain't always going to shoot well every night. Like tonight. What you're going to need to rely on night in, night out is defense. That'll win you games, even when you have poor shooting nights. But if you just go in all offense, you're going to be a trashy team. You might make the playoffs. You might be a play-in. You're never going to win a playoff series. You're never going to win championships. Being weak on the defensive end. So, let's go over some stats. Actually, the stats wasn't that bad except for one horrendous one. But I'll go over that last. So Pacers shot 47.7%. We actually outshot better than they did. And free throws was horrendous. 18 to 24, 75%. You're at home. We talk about this every damn episode. Make your free throws. We shot 75%. They shot 80%. They missed a few too. 25 or 31. We were 18 to 24. 3-pointers, we were atrocious. Not even 25%. For a team that's averaging 39% 3-point shooting, we know that's not going. You're not going to sustain that. But we hover around 35. That's good. 24.2. What the hell is that? That's what happens when your offense goes cold and you have a shitty defense. You lose to shitty teams. So they were 50% on threes. 9 of 18. Cranking. I knew Brogdon was going to come back and destroy us. I just knew it. I knew it. I just knew it. I just knew it. It was just... We just got bad. We got bad mojo. Big time. So, we actually had more assists than they did. 26 to their 20. And we out-rebounded them. 42 to 38. We had more steals than they did. And we had more blocks. Our steals was 10 to their 6 and blocks 6 to their 4. So, where do you think the problem lies? Like I said, the stats, other than us bricking 3-pointers and missing our free throws, we did pretty good. Except in one category, which is what I am going to focus this whole loss on. Turnovers. I don't know. I ain't never seen 20 turnovers. I've never. It's like that's the most turnovers I've ever seen the Pacers do. Home game. I mean, look sloppy. Look pathetic out there with those turnovers. It seemed like every time we was trying to come back, turnover. I'm like, what the hell? Sloppy. And I even said it. I said it at halftime. I said, put in TJ McConnell because we were playing too slow and we were playing right into their type of game instead of playing fast plays. Plus, we needed to harass those scorers like Brogdon and them. We needed somebody out there harassing them. And Rick Carlisle actually put in TJ McConnell. But I also added, and stop with the damn turnovers. And what did they do? At that point, we only had 6. And what did we do? We ended up we got more in the third than we had in the whole first half. I think we had 6 going to the halftime. We had 7, I think, in the third. In one quarter. And that's why we lost the game. We only lost by 4. Stop turning the damn ball over. You're at home and you get 20 turnovers. That's piss poor. Now let's see who are the turnover culprits. Haliburton, you had 3. That's tied for the lead. TJ McConnell, another point guard, you had 3. But damn near everybody turned the ball over this game. Everybody had at least one turnover in this game that played, except Shepard. He played 1 minute. Oh my God. That is horrific. You know what that means? You undisciplined as a coach. As a coach, you have to implore the fundamentals. Fundamentals of basketball. Make your layups. Make your free throws. Get your rebounds. They did get their rebounds. Don't turn the damn ball over. I don't know. what the hell was going on today? But I already knew we was going to lose. At halftime, I knew we were going to lose because it was just a sloppy play game and nobody was hitting. Defensively, let's go over the plus minus. Halliburton, -3. Halliburton can check me. He always having somebody else check his man. That shit gotta stop. You're 6'8". Bulk up, get in the gym. Do what you gotta do. Because every time we switching off, it's ridiculous. Now, a lot of NBA teams do it, but that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You can't even check your own man. That right there would, make me want to do better defensively. Miles Turner, he's +2. Bruce Brown, +2. Hill, +4. Wow. I could swear he benched him. I could swear Rick Carlisle benched him. I don't know how the hell he must have came back in the second half and, when they made a little run and got back over, got back in the plus. Obi Toppin played only 19 minutes. We'll talk about that in a little bit. He was 0. +0. Neesmith, -6. Matherin, -9. Nembhard, -4. Whole bench was trash. Jalen Smith was -8. Jackson was +1. McConnell was +4. And Shepard, how you come in 1 minute, you -3? I guess somebody cranked the 3 on me there. I don't know. But anyway, that's the plus minus. Who the hell was checking Grant? The man, why does every time we play a team, somebody gotta have a season high on us or a career high? We are officially the worst defensive team in basketball. That is embarrassing. When are y'all going to check yourselves? When is enough going to be enough? You blowing games at home. We got to go on the road. We play mostly home games and we barely over 500. That's embarrassing. Your home record is trash. It is embarrassing. Must do better. Let me see what the home record is, because this is, and we still a 7 seed. I don't know how. We 6-5 at home. 3-2 on the road. 6-5 at home. We don't play 11 games out of, we on 16 games. What the hell? Come on, bro. We don't play 11 out of 16 games at home. That means we're going to have some big time road tests coming up. And we only 6-5? Not protecting our home at all. That's embarrassing. Big time. Gotta do better. But like I was saying, who the hell was checking Jeremy Grant? He going off 34 points. Like, Obi Toppin only played 19 minutes. We already know he's not a defender. At all. Can't defend. Oh my God. I know, I guess Neesmith, well, he was at -9, I think, or whatever on his plus. Yeah, no, Mather was -9. Neesmith -6. I don't know if he was checking them a little bit. I don't know who the hell was checking them, but he cooked. And I watched the game, but there's a lot of, switching up, this and that. He out here cranking threes on us, doing it all. And we always letting somebody cook us. Brogdon, I knew he was going to come back to Indiana and cook us. He had 24. And he had 7 assists. Ayton, let's talk about that. Pacers was they put a max contract out on Ayton because they wanted him. He was going to punt Miles Turner. We wanted Ayton. That was back when he was in Portland. I ain't really like it. I didn't think Ayton was what we needed. Thought he was kind of timid in the paint, like Miles. But, you know, we went and did it. I was like, it'll be a little upgrade, in my opinion. But Phoenix ended up matching it, and we kept Miles. Now, every year, Miles is on the trading block. I know that's got to get into his psyche. You know, every season, you're on the trading block. But I was like, Miles is going to come in. Miles is going to come in this game, and he's going to be like, that month, Ayton almost took my spot. I'm going to have the game of my life. You know what I mean? I just thought Miles was going to go off. And instead, Ayton goes off. Miles, man. Oh, my God.
I called him trash the last episode.
Huh?
I called Ayton trash last episode.
I know. I was like, damn. Ayton had 22 points, 13 rebounds, 9 of 13. Made all his free throws. Miles had 11 points. 5 of 11 shooting. 0 for 3 on 3-pointers. 8 rebounds. 2 blocks. How many blocks did Ayton? Ayton number, is he a blocker? Nah, yeah, he ain't no blocks. So, Miles, you lost. Embarrassing. At home. So, guess what? You're going to be on the chopping block again this season. It's been every season. It's going to be this season too. Now, what happened, I go in, I look at the chat. Everybody in the chat is saying, front office, get Tyrese Haliburton some help. Because Tyrese Haliburton did his thing. 33 points, 9 assists. Okay? He did his thing. He ain't get no help. The only, look, here it is. Haliburton, 33. Turner, 11. Brown, 11. Hill, 9. Bricken, 3 for 10. 1 for 6 on threes. Trash. Obi Toppin, 9 points. Neesmith, 7 points. Matherin, 11 points. 4 for 10. 0 for 2 on threes. Trash. -9 on the plus minus. Nembhard, 8. Jalen Smith, 9. Isaiah Jackson, 2. Nobody else scored over 12 points, bro. So all I saw was make a trade. Get Haliburton some help. Or Haliburton's going to leave like everybody else. Like Paul George did. Like Oladipo did. You know. Because this team around them is really a bunch of role players. And this home game stretch makes me see the Indiana Pacers in a whole different light. And you know what? First I was like, win the Central. Win the Central. Be a top 6 seed. Get a home game in the playoffs. I think you got to be a top 4 seed for that. But, well, home field advantage, you got to be a top 4 seed. But anyway, we ain't nothing but a play-in team. Number 30th defense. That ain't going to work at all. Because then the bums could come in and beat you at any time. as you saw today, as you saw against Toronto, as you saw, we almost should have lost the other one too. So, Pistons. So, bottom line is, I don't know why we somehow never on playing tournament games, we want to show up. But if it's a regular game, we playing like trash. Definitely should have won all 3 games on this 3-game home trip. Because now the question is, we got Miami twice in a row. So, I'm going to put this out there to you, Pacer Nation. Do you think we're going to beat Miami at least once in this 2-game road trip in Miami, back-to-back? Well, not back-to-back. There's going to be a break in between, but we play them twice in a 2 games. Our next 2 games at Miami. Do you think the Pacers got a chance of winning one, both, losing both? Anyway, I did a poll, so let's see what people think so far. Oof. So, will the Pacers lose both games to Miami? I ain't even say 1, 2, which one. It was 100% said yes. We're going to lose both games to Miami. That's a big fat yes. You want to know why? Miami plays defense. But I do remember Haliburton going in and getting clutch on Miami and getting a win. I don't know if that was at home or on the road or whatever last year. But according to Pacer Nation, they say 2 fat L's coming. We 9-7. We gonna be 9-9 after that. 500. Embarrassing. So I also, well, no, I'll wait on that. I don't know. Am I ready? Nah, let's first talk about Miami. We'll talk about Miami, and then I'll go over who's going to get the deflated ball. But let's talk about Miami. Miami, hey, they're a defensive team. Guaranteed. They're a defensive team that we're going to have to step up and be ready for. Because, let me see where they are. Miami is 5th in the East in playoff rankings. 10-7. We're 9-7. So if we beat them, we could be in 5th. We could be a top 6 team again. But I don't see that happening because Miami is holding teams to, what's that, under 110 it says, points a game. And we score we average around 125, something like that. I think that's going to be in jeopardy. Adebayo, he always punks Turner. They probably put Jimmy on Haliburton. That's going to be a nightmare for Haliburton. So, the other matchups, let me see. In the other matchups, I don't know. Let's see if Heroes. I don't know if Heroes playing. And they play Milwaukee tomorrow. Or that's a play-in game. I mean, yeah, that's for the play-in tournament. But I don't know. Last game they played, Butler didn't play. Adebayo didn't play. Hero didn't play. God damn. Nobody played. Man, can we get a game like that? Man. Yeah, they said everybody. They probably resting up for what? The play-in. So, and that's against Milwaukee, I believe. Yeah, so that's going to be a game I'll be watching tomorrow while we off. But if Hero's playing, he going to cook us. That's what he do. He's a scorer, and we don't stop scores. Adebayo, he's going to get them double-doubles real easy. And let's see. Butler, he going to get a pedestrian number on us, 15 to 20, somewhere in there. That's if we not getting blown out, because then he really take the night off if they handling us. So we're gonna see. But me calling right now, we're gonna lose both of them. Yep. Even if we're gonna lose that first one, they probably gonna put all the starters out. The first one. We're going to get blown the hell out. Then the second one, they're going to rest some of these starters because they're going to be like, yeah, Indiana's still a chump team, you know, with the Wizards and the Pistons of the world, you know what I mean? You know, or the Portlands of the world that we just lost to. They're going to be like, yeah, this is another chump team. And they're going to rest some of these starters. And that'll be a more competitive game. But you know what? We're still going to lose it. Because Miami, even they backups, can defend. You know, they can't score, but they can defend. And that's going to be enough to smack us around. So, when they do play, they go into Cleveland. That was I think that was their last win. They go into Cleveland. Hold on, let me see. Adebayo didn't even play. Hero didn't even play. They got Bryant, I think it's Thomas Bryant. Yeah, the old the old Wizard and Laker. He good at doing Adebayo's job. But anyway, they crushed the Cavs. I'm trying to see who played. What's the name play? Donovan Mitchell didn't play. That's why. But yeah, they crushed the Cavs in Cleveland, 129 to 96. See, this is what I think is going to happen to us. 129 to 96. That's crazy. But you know, it's gonna be 2 tough games. I think we're gonna lose both. We'll be 9-9. So anyway, let's go to the deflated balls, and I have. Let's see. Put that back up. I put a poll out. And I said, who's to blame for the loss? And I'm looking at it and I'm like, there's a whole lot of people you could blame, but I don't know. I ain't know who to blame for the loss. So I put it out to the fans. And I'm like, what y'all think? So anyway, I said, who you blame for the loss? I put coaches, number one. Matherin, because he's had a crappy game. And his plus minus was terrible. Smith didn't really had a crappy game. He got injured, but his plus minus was terrible. The second most terrible. Well, Oh, let me see real quick. Let me see. The worst was Matherin, Neesmith, and Smith. So, those are the worst. But anyway, man, I done messed up my, here we go. So the poll I had coaches, Matherin, Smith, and who else? Who else? Because I was like, I don't know who else. So overwhelmingly, the coaches got blamed. 80%. Matherin 10%. Smith 5%. And who else got 5%? And so I think that who else? Somebody wanted to add front office, which I kind of agree. You know, blame them too. This was a shit show, and everybody deserves the blame. All fingers need to be pointed everywhere. This is like basketball that I don't even want to watch. Like literally, I'm only watching. Like I'd have been turning this off because I knew the outcome. But I'm watching because, you know, we got a podcast now. And, you know, I got to, you know, state the facts. And report what happened in the game. You got to know what you're talking about. So you got to watch the game. So, but it's painful to watch. Things we got to do better in. Number one, fundamental basketball. Like, we shouldn't have lost this game. We lose this game because, by what, 4 points? Because you're sloppy. Like, we played defense and you were sloppy. 20 turnovers lost you the game. Now, the defensive effort was still messy. Like, when you defend someone, you have to stay back a little bit so you can stay in their path. You don't run up on people and they just blow right past you. And put your hands up. When you put your hands up, don't back away. Stand your ground. And when you're taking a charge, which this team never does, they could easily take charges. I saw TJ McConnell one time. He was like this, and he was about to take the charge, and he started backing up because he didn't want to get hit. Where they do that at? That's terrible. Unbelievable. Gotta do better. Now prove me wrong and win in Miami. Because at least go 1-1. Because you can do it. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying what I'm seeing right now is a piss poor effort. And the coaches are pissed. Because I could tell when I see sloppiness and a breakdown, they call a timeout immediately. So they see what I'm seeing. But they're not fixing it. Like, somebody needs to teach them how to play defense the proper way. You can say what you're going to say, but are you saying the right thing? Stay in front of your man, this, you know. How about running some zone? Switching some shit up. Huh? How about that? Run some damn zone. When they're running in the paint like that, 2-3 zone. Then if they switch and start shooting, go back to man. They want to start cranking threes. Like, you got to switch it up. It's a chess game. But I don't know. I'm just disappointed in this loss. And I'm disappointed in the season. And like I saw somebody say, we won TYRESE Haliburton injury away for being a trash team that's tanking the season and waiting for the top 5 pick. Halliburton got to help. Somebody got to help Halliburton out every night. Can't be turning the ball over. Stay getting the rebounds. Play some decent defense. And we're going to win like 40-something games. But keep playing like this, how you going to have the #1 offense in the league and be 20 games under 500 with a losing record at home? Man, y'all was all happy that, we got overtime, we got this, we got scores, Nah. Meanwhile, Sheway snagging rebounds over there. Y'all talking about he ain't ready. He is ready. Then you got Jarris Walker in G League BSing around when he could give you defense right now and rebounding right now. And he could score a little bit. We don't need a lot of scoring. Not from him. Other people could score because we're going to be defending. More chances for us to score. They need to switch up some stuff. Okay? This lineup is trash. Yeah, Halliburton likes Buddy Hield. He's trash. He's trash. He's inconsistent shooter, and he's trash on defense. Should never be in the starting lineup. And Bruce Brown's too small, and Obi Toppin plays no defense. That's a piss poor starting lineup. Change the lineup up. Focus on defense. Don't worry about scoring. Scoring going to happen. And if anything, we bring the bench in to score. We need to stop putting the scores out first and then bringing in the bench with the defenders, and put the defenders out first and then bring in scorers off the bench. Switch it up, Carlisle. Trying to tell you. That's how you win. So, starting lineup. Halliburton, he can't play no defense, so you never team him up with Buddy. You can't have 2 trash defenders up at the top. So Halliburton, of course, is going to start. Bruce Brown, too small to play the 3. Put Bruce Brown at the 2. Okay? At the 3, screw Matherin. It's got to be Neesmith because he defends and he can score. Okay? Matherin needs to play with the 2s. I've been saying this. He scores more coming off the bench than he does starting. So, at the 3 is Neesmith. At the 4 is Jarris Walker. You got a top 10 pick and you're doing nothing with him. Get this man ready. He got to get minutes. Jarris Walker at the 4. And Miles Turner, hell no. Miles Turner, you coming off the bench. I like Jalen Smith better. I like him better because he can still shoot just like Miles. He can rebound better. Okay, until Miles learn to put it all together, he's going to have to come off the bench. So, that's my starting lineup. Switch it up. Halliburton, Brown, Neesmith, Jarris Walker, and Smith. Try it out. But anyway, Pacer Nation, that's all I got. Hopefully it get better before it gets worse. And we start pulling out the tanks. I don't see no tanks. We still over 500. So hopefully while we got this time off, we can get some stuff done and figure some stuff out. I'm about to go look at the post game now and look how pitiful they look. But anyway, appreciate y'all tuning into another episode. Spread the word. Put it out there to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And also don't forget to follow us on Twitter at PTF_NBA and on Facebook PT space floor. And also follow me, Pacer Cop. Alright. Now on Twitter at Pacer_Cop. And on Facebook, Pacer space Cop. Alright, see you on the next one. Peace.